back, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. That's the team we're gonna see. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And the defense closes quickly there. We'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You look at this Browns defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Milton. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Milton's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready up. Set. 60 red. 60 red.
Now Lance, he's going to change the play.
Ready?
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Bengals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
43.
And now they'll auto to something else.
Smash, red. Hut.
Lance looking to throw it. Pass caught, right side, Fannin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Here's Milton. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Black ultra. Ready?
And Lance now to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Let's go now. Blue, 32. Set.
From the gun, it's Lance. Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run with Burgess. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last two plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season,
picked up by Jamel Dean. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
To throw is Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just get rid of it. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Carry here for Burgess. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
To throw, it's Milton. This is caught. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
This is Burgess. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Browns are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Flat. 95. Ready.
The Lance going to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
16 yards.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
10 flat. Hut.
Here's Lance to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Zay Flowers, 38 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. To return is Miles Price. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Milton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Milton. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Tag! 19, 5 in! Ready?
They'll look to throw again. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, set! 19 Lions!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. So it'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Roll. Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Lance. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go, here we go. Cut, cut.
Now Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Second and 10.
Ready, ready.
Throwing now is Lance. Open target here, Darius Slayton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Lance looking to change it up. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity. There.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jackson Smith and Jigba, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing to start the drive. Lance. That ball caught by Slayton. Down the sideline he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darius Slayton, 77 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check. 70.
Back to throw. Milton. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
First down, Bengals.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Cutting.
Milton. That's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Lions. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Milton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Come on. 60, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play,
they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that fourth.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the fourth. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Cowboy 80.
They throw it out right complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Lance looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Flowers. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Let's go. Yellow, 22. Ready.
And Lance now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Set, hut. Steel, black. 43 rail. Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
50, green. Red, cycle. Blaster, 6. Set, huh?
From midfield, here's Lance. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
On the jump.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
19 Lions.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Ready.
Here's Milton. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Bronco 80.
Here's Milton now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Down. 10 black.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Let's go. 50. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. Throw caught by Flowers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Now Lance wants to change him up. To throw again on second down. Lance. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Let's go now. Blue 32. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Set hunt. 50. Green. Set cut.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Bijan Robinson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. This one into the hands of Burton. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
They'll go with the empty backfield here. 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Milton. He'll try and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return, Jackson. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 45, White.
The Lance going to throw.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Ready. Black, 95.
Win the rep. Let's go right here.
Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for Bengals TV. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here, and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead,
They further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Ready. Set, ready. 52 blue. Strike.
And Lance, he's going to change the play.
Ready.
On the counter, this is Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Lance. Catch made by Slayton. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 42-yard line.
Set, go.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Down. 50, green. Cut.
Back to throw. Lance sets up the screen to Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Set. Black, red, 38. Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Ready, break. Blue striker. Here we go. Set. Set.
Looking to throw. Lance. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. That is
has now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Cowboy 80.
That one taken in by Burton. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Viking 18.
To throw from his end zone, Milton. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19
Now Milton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Bond. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw is Milton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Throwing is Milton. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down, Cincinnati.
80.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Over the middle, complete. It's Burgess. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A short throw to Musgrave.
A gain of 5, and it's second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Okay, break.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Break. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Bengals 48, Browns 27.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Now Lance looking to change it up.
White. Ready.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jamal Dean.
And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Second and 3. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Luke Musgrave from 3 yards out. And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
And now here's another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 1st down, Burgess. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Bengals are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Japanese, go!
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get it down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. voices heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.